The AI revolution is here. It's global. It's moving fast. And India is watching it from the sidelines. The country that should have been leading is missing in action. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about a missed opportunity so big, so critical, that it could define India's future, or lack of one, in the tech world. I'm talking about India missing the AI revolution. 1. The race has already started. You've probably heard of China's new AI model, DeepSeek. Built in just a few months, with a fraction of what Western models cost, and it's already sending shockwaves through the AI community. Meanwhile, in India, nothing. There's no homegrown ChatGPT, no DeepSeek, no large-scale indigenous AI effort. And this isn't just a minor oversight, it's a national failure. In today's world, first-mover advantage matters more than ever, especially in AI. 2. Government negligence disguised as critique. Let's talk about this recent speech by Indian Minister Piyush Goyal.
What are India's startups doing today? We are focused on food delivery apps, turning unemployed youth into cheap labor so the rich can get their meals without moving out of their house. And against that, what does a Chinese startup do? Work on developing electric mobility, battery technologies, and with that, they're today dominating the electric mobility ecosystem. We are very proud of what India has done. But are we the best in the world as yet? Not yet. Should we aspire to be? Or are we going to be happy being delivery boys and girls? Look at the second one. Zero, gluten-free, whatever, I don't know. Vegan. ये सब शब्द लगा के अच्छी पैकेजिंग करके हम स्टार्टअप बोलते हैं अपने आप को. ये स्टार्टअप नहीं है, ये एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप है, ये बिजनेस है. दूसरी तरफ सेमीकंडक्टर्स में ग्रोथ हो रही है. आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस खुद की अपने देश की बन रही है लोगों की. दे आर इन्वेस्टिंग हेवीली टू बिकम सेल्फ रिलायंट, बिल्डिंग चिप्स, एआई मॉडल्स which will prepare the nation for the future. भारत ने क्या करना है? आइसक्रीम बनानी है या चिप्स बनाने हैं? उसके लिए हम सबको हिम्मत करनी पड़ेगी.
Now look, some of what he said isn't wrong. Yes, many Indian startups aren't innovating enough. But here's what he conveniently left out. It's his job, and the government's job, to create the ecosystem where startups can thrive. Where are the government grants, support for R&D, digital infrastructure, access to capital, pilot programs, initiatives that actually matter? He talks like an outsider looking in, but he is the Minister of Commerce and Industry. If innovation is stagnant, that's on him. And let's be honest, if a minister publicly admits that his sector is failing and has no solutions beyond blame, then what exactly is he still doing in office? Is he not just confirming his own incompetence? Because if the startup ecosystem is broken and the best he can offer is criticism, maybe it's time we start calling things what they are. Piyush Goyal is merely a baboon in a suit, and we've given him the keys to the future of commerce and innovation. If he truly believes the system is broken and he can't fix it, he should resign. Simple. Because passing the buck isn't leadership. It's cowardice. 3. India's history of missed opportunities. Let's not forget India's long list of missed opportunities. When sanctions and rising wages hit China, companies like Apple and Foxconn started looking elsewhere. India, with its massive labor pool and strategic location, should have been the obvious choice. But what happened? Foxconn pulled out of a $19 billion semiconductor deal. Why? Because in their words, things were not moving fast enough and there were gaps we couldn't overcome. Translation, red tape, corruption, and a complete lack of infrastructure. Even Modi himself had tweeted about that deal. Another big announcement that turned out to be just empty talk. 4. India in the tech world. Big market, no innovation. Let's look at India's place in the global tech space. India has the largest audience for platforms like YouTube, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Amazon. It also has one of the largest pools of software engineers in the world. And yet, where is the Indian Facebook? The Indian YouTube? The Indian Amazon? The few successful startups like Flipkart or Ola were eventually swallowed up by foreign investors. And why? Because they couldn't compete. They didn't have the resources, support, or ecosystem to scale globally on their own. This is a pattern. India consumes, but it doesn't create. And it's not because Indians aren't talented. It's because the system is broken, held back by a government that talks big but delivers little. Poor leadership. Empty promises. No real support for innovation. Just more red tape, short-term thinking, and headline chasing. 5. The cost of missing the AI train. The rise of AI isn't just a tech trend, it's a massive economic shift. AI could have been a lifeline for India's growing population of unemployed graduates. It could have helped regulate traffic, fight corruption, reform healthcare, and supercharge law enforcement. Other countries, China, the US, the EU, they're already deploying AI in these sectors. But India, still stuck in debate mode. And maybe, just maybe, that's intentional. Because a well-implemented AI system doesn't work in favor of corrupt, inefficient governments. It exposes them. 6. Time to wake up and step up. It's easy to blame politicians. But here's the uncomfortable truth. They're only in power because we let them be. We vote for them. We tolerate them. And we've convinced ourselves that this is just how it is. But it doesn't have to be. If you can clearly see how broken the system is, if you understand the missed opportunities, the incompetence, the lack of vision, then why not you? Why keep letting a bunch of career politicians and glorified salarymen run the country into the ground? If you see the problem, step up. Speak out. Stand in opposition. Don't wait for a savior. Be the one who challenges the status quo. And remember, real change won't just come from within India. It must come from Indians in India and Indians abroad. Whether you're NRI, OCI, whether you're Muslim, Hindu, Christian, or Sikh, if you want real progress, if you believe in a better future for India, then unite. Create a movement, an opposition, a vision, one that champions innovation, progress, and equality, just like the Western democracies many of you live in. Because real change, it doesn't come from viral speeches or social media outrage. It comes when capable people stop watching from the sidelines and start leading. If you believe in this message, hit that like button, leave a comment, and share this video. Subscribe for more honest takes that the mainstream doesn't talk about. India still has the talent. It still has the numbers. But it's running out of time.